just feels a lot more sturdy and more premium. Excuse me, had a little sneeze there. So let me go show you back in the front seat and let's go into the interior. But overall, car looks great. This, of course, door a little drooping, but can't complain for the car. So let's go back inside. Also, I'm pretty impressed by this vent. It's supposed to make the car cool down faster as you drive it, and it's held up pretty well. No issues there right now. I thought it'd be more issues because it's all wide open, so nothing crazy there. Tint, on the other hand, it's holding up pretty well for 10 years of this car. Nothing crazy, it hasn't bubbled or popped, but you have little imperfections here and there, but nothing to kind of be concerned about. Overall, top of the car, top has some scratches now just from being parked outside, as well as just degradation from the rain, rock chips, whatever it may be. But overall, top has held up pretty well, and car still looks pretty great. So let me show you the interior now and the front seat. The front seat, where it is most of the driving has happened, you do have some kind of wrinkle on the seat because you're sitting here most of the time. And as you can see, the leather, it is kind of like wrinkling and deteriorating a bit, but it's actually better than the Tesla. The Tesla leather is like very deteriorated. I don't know why, because maybe fake leather or faux leather, but that may be the reason why. But overall, here's the interior of the i8. It looks pretty good. Nothing crazy per se. The interior does look a little bit dated, but this car was built in 2014, 2015, so that makes sense that the interior is outdated. Here's the sound everyone loves. There you go. It kind of sounds like Tron the movie, but overall sounds pretty cool. No issues with the electronics within inside the car. Also, you still have that heads-up display, as you can see in the front within the car. So overall, car looks pretty great when it comes to the car itself. And interior is held up pretty well. No major issues with this car. So there's one thing about the BMW i8 is being a hybrid supercar. No really major issues, which is great. I'm assuming if you had like a McLaren or a different type of car, you would have a lot of issues. So that is pretty cool. So let me start the car for you guys. So I turn it off. And here's how it sounds when you start it. As you can see, it's pretty quiet. I just put it in drive. And if you flick this to the left, you do get a loud sports mode and you hear the engine of the car. And overall, driving has been pretty good. No major issues with regards to driving the car and how it feels. Suspension is a little bit bumpy, but I'm pretty sure you're not buying this car for the what's it called, the suspension and the comfort. It's basically a sports car, supercar that you just drive on the weekend. So overall, for me, how has ownership been for this car? I honestly really like the car with regards to the amount of gas I get. It is a hybrid sports car, so I get about 300 miles of range with regards to the car whenever I fill it up. It costs me about $30 to $40 to fill up the full tank, depending on how expensive the gas is, which is pretty crazy. For me, this is like my fun car, so I just drive it to and around from like the store or to the gym. My daily driver, where I actually drive the car a lot, is a Tesla Model S long range, which you guys have seen on the channel. And that car, that is my daily driver. So for this, I only drive it to and from wherever I need to be. Sometimes even go to work with it. But overall, great car, especially if you're looking to get into a supercar for about $40,000 to $50,000. You want to get great gas mileage. This is probably the car for you because it is a hybrid. For me, I drive on sports mode a lot, so a full tank for me is around 200. But when I was driving to and from work a lot with this car during the summer, because I wanted to switch it up, I was getting around 310, 320 or so miles for a full gallon of gas, which is really good. As you can see here, this is the screen. The screen shows you how much you're getting right now. 104 miles of expected range, which is on par to like what I'm getting for 200 miles of range for a full tank of gas if I'm driving it really fast, because I like the sports mode on it. So overall, the car has been pretty great, to be honest with you. I really enjoy the fact that it is a hybrid supercar, and the only gripe I have with it is just it's honestly hard to get in and out of the car. So luckily I'm still young and I'm still in good shape. I can get in and out the car pretty easily. I've had friends who are kind of bigger, like a lot taller or a little heavier, and they had trouble getting in and out the car. So that's the only gripe about it. So unfortunately, I guess you have to stay in shape while being in this car, which is, I guess, a good thing, because it does get kind of hard to drive. Also, my back has kind of hurt a couple times. I've driven this car like a lot, couple thousand miles, for like just driving to work or driving in traffic, and your back will kind of stiffen up a bit just because of how hard it is to get in and out the car. And it does kind of get annoying getting in and out of the car. Like, the doors look super cool, don't get me wrong, but they tend to really just kind of be a hassle after a while, especially if you're driving this every day as a daily driver to work and to wherever you're trying to go. But if it's a fun car, going to the gym or going to hang out with friends or going out to just nearby places, then it's a good car. But every day it is a little tricky. But if you do get a supercar and want a comfortable car, then probably the i8 is your everyday supercar. Don't get me wrong, it does come with some gripes, right? Overall experience driving the car after 20,000 miles, 8 out of 10. Great gas mileage. It gets a lot of cool looks. People are always like, what car is that? That car is super cool. You have a lot of people recording, you're like, oh my God. But overall, it's been a fun car. The only gripe you have is that, one, the interior is outdated because it is an older car, and then two, like, it is not as comfortable to drive because suspension can be kind of bumpy, as well as getting in and out of the car is a little tricky, especially if you are have like some back issues or have trouble getting in and out of cars where the doors go up. So Jello family, I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're growing so quickly. Take a look at all the other videos. I have my Amazon storefront below as well.